Hello everyone, I'd like to share with you my marketplace submission. It is a persistent graphics menu and it is done only with blueprints. I'll first show you what it is and then I'll show you how you can actually use it. So what it is basically a blueprint only graphics menu that gives you control over all the options you see here. These are options that you'd find in most of the games around, so it has stuff like bloom, ambient occlusion, motion blur, and then it has these drop-down menus, resolution, anti-aliasing, etc. Now, the good thing about this is that all these options you see here actually affect each other according to the official scalability reference. So what this means is, for example, normally when you set the SG post-process quality command to low, this would turn off bloom as well, but this is not the case in this menu. So you can set this to low, but you can still keep the bloom on, as you will see. So the same goes for motion blur, ambient occlusion, etc. So all these options actually affect each other, therefore you can safely use all of them in any combination you want. You also have this quality preset option here that controls everything else. As you see, that's simply the basic stuff. It goes to custom as well. Now let's show you the buttons. Here we have the back option, which will revert everything back to their previously saved value. So let's go ahead and set this to low. As you can see, everything is low. When we go back, they go back to their epic settings. Next up, we have the Save Selections button, so let's set this to low, and then let's save this. When we go back, as you see, it will still be low, and when you go in, it'll keep on being low. You can also restore things to their default values. I'll show you how to actually define these default values in a minute, but as you can see, that works as intended as well. So now let's show you how to use it. All that you have to do is, let's for example consider that your level is the landscape mountains. So you want to use my menu in the landscape mountains. All you have to do is go to content, P graphics menu, copy this, paste it to the contents folder of your desired project. Now open up your project. So now all you have to do is drop an instance of the blueprint graphics main actor in your level, and just tweak the settings as you want, the defaults, the utilities, the save file, etc., the ones that you want to use, and just hook up the main widget to anything you want. So let's, for example, consider hooking it up to the button P. So when we hit P, we want the game to pause, set game paused, and we want to create a widget. We want to create the simple menu widget. You can of course just disregard the simple menu and use the graphics main as you like. Now we want to add this to viewport, and we also want to get player controller to show the cursor, set show cursor, and we want to actually show the cursor. So this is all that you have to do. Of course you can do the hooking up however you want. So now this menu will actually be present in the landscape mountain. So let's go ahead and, for the sake of argument, consider that you're using all the options. So they're all ticked. Give it a name, test, landscape. So we'll see that these options will be utilized when we hit play. So let's, for example, to check this, set motion blur and ambient occlusion to be on. Let's hit play. And let's pause the game, go to our settings, and I don't know if you can see it, but ambient occlusion and motion blur is on, everything else is low, because it was like that in the defaults. Let's set this to epic. Let's increase this. Let's show our FPS count. I don't know, let's just show things, turn on anti-aliasing, get everything full, save these options, and right now you're actually utilizing my menu in the landscape mountains. It's as easy as that. Now you have a fully functioning persistent menu. Now to show you that this is actually persistent, let's just go ahead, quit our game, close the editor altogether, save it of course, and let's actually reopen that level. And let's go ahead and hit play. Check out our options, and as you can see, everything is just as we left them, just as we saved them. Restore to defaults work. Back button works. And you have your fully functioning manuscript.